Why do you ride?
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 Why I ride is for my brother Ryan, who passed away from ALS a little over a year ago. He was diagnosed at 29. He lost his battle at 32. And that's why we started riding, and that's why I'll continue to ride.
We're here riding today for people with ALS, for our friends and family members, for even those people with ALS that we don't even know.
My mother fought ALS for 4 years, and after she passed, we wanted to do something.
6 years ago, he did his last marathon, but just a year ago, he was quadriplegic, and then 3 weeks ago, he passed.
I ride in memory of my father, who battled ALS for a year, and I saw him continue to fight every day. And I ride, my bike multiple thousands of miles a year, and whenever I get in a hard place, I remember where my dad was and watching him to continue to fight, so then I know I can fight through it.
My brother, who was diagnosed with ALS in 2011, his favorite sport was bike riding. He loved bike riding, mountain biking, road biking. That was his thing. He even did it a bit semi-professionally for a while.
This guy right here.
How could you not? Because he's just such a lovable, full of life guy that we just everybody wants to back. So that's why we're here. GiveEmHeller.
The blessing of having ALS is you get a community of people, friends, family, co-workers who come around you and support you. It's amazing.
The great thing has been that we fight against the obstacles, and from day one, this guy has been a fighter.
My husband's family has familial ALS, and we've seen 3 people in his family with ALS. And I can't tell you how much you mean to me and all families who have experienced this disease.
I lost my mom to ALS. She battled it very bravely for 4 years, and she's my main inspiration and how I got involved in the first place. But I continue to be inspired by her, but not only her, but many of the great folks that are living with ALS right now. McConnell, Matt Chaney, and those that we've lost.
My uncle Matt Chaney, is my why. He's had ALS longer than I have been alive.
I have ALS, and this event is one way I can help.
I do this for my husband and for everybody who is impacted. This is a really important cause, and this is something I can do to help.
We lost my grandfather, father, uncles, an aunt, and most recently my younger sister, Lauren. And so when Lauren was diagnosed, we started the ride shortly weeks after we received her diagnosis.
I ride the Napa Valley Ride for my husband Miles, who was diagnosed with ALS 6.5 years ago.
My why is because I'm doing it because I'm supporting my dad, but also at the same time any other person that is struggling with ALS, either as a family member or someone who's been diagnosed.
I was recruited by a good friend, Jennifer Stevens, who's team captain of Team Cohen, in memory of a dear friend of ours, Lori Cohen. And as I started to get involved, I got to know a lot of wonderful, wonderful people who are currently battling ALS. And these people really, really inspired me. Number one, I've got to see over the passage of time really how the disease progresses and how these wonderful folks are dealing with it, adapting to it, and trying to continue to make the most of each and every day. And as I've come to know them more and more, I've wanted to work that much harder to make a difference.
The cure for ALS is out there. We just got to find it. We've got the smarts, we have the skills, our scientific community is on it, and the work you guys are doing today is going to help find that cure.
I hope we can all sort of think about how lucky we are to have these strong bodies that we can ride up hills, and also just hoping that we can find a cure through efforts like these.
Let's, live life, enjoy life, because that's what we're here to do. That's what it's all about.
To me, you each represent hope.
It is only together that we will defeat ALS.
Challenge ALS.
Ride to defeat ALS.
Never give up.
Never give up.
ALS doesn't stop, and neither do we.
ALS doesn't stop, and neither do we.
Go out, have a good time, ride safe, and most of all, never give up.